Hey Scorpio, things are malfunctioning, so sometimes these videos have been split on me because I don't know how to combine them. Anyway, as you can see, I've got a haircut. Talk about getting affected in the sacral chakra where Scorpio runs things. I got diagnosed with 3 different kinds of cancer. However, I'm a third-time fighter, so I've made it this far. That's what my past 7 to 10 years have looked like. And if you study astrology, you know, the Leo King, the Wonder Girl, any of them, everybody's made it clear about this past decade, especially with all these, you know, Saturn and Uranus transits. So Venus is going to be on top of Uranus very soon, within 3 to 4 weeks. The next 7 years is going to be what we do now. So the sun is illuminating the polar opposite of this, which is Scorpio, but it's in Taurus. There's going to be a full moon right now through the 18th, which is tomorrow. I'm uploading on the 17th of May on a Friday. We know what Scorpio is, right, Scorpio? I have Scorpio Sun, Moon, Uranus, and Mercury in the 10th house. That's why I'm feeling like I can connect with my channel, finally. But this is letting go of what I wish it looked like. And, you know, I didn't even realize this until the Leo King said something about it, like about the wishing. And Jupiter's in Sagittarius. We just aren't seeing the blessings. And if we do see them, we're just like, yeah, okay, another blessing. But, Scorpio, we are going through tremendous death and rebirth, but that's what we're good at. That's what our zodiac does. We must do this so that we teach others that they can also excel in managing intelligence over emotions. Scorpio is very good at this, especially when you're in Phoenix mode. You know, if you're younger, you're considered a baby scorpion. So, you know, you got to transform. You've got to have a bunch of deaths as far as spirit, emotion, perception, belief. And it's the time right now to change those beliefs, because that's all perception is anyway. Mars and Venus are in aspects with this Scorpio full moon. The Mars in Cancer I think we'll do well with, because we are good at touching base with our emotions. When I say we, I mean I and all the Scorpio star signs. This is going to be 27 degrees. Which equals 9. And I don't know about you, but I've noticed other Scorpios in my life have been experiencing this number 9. Between your address equaling up to that, or your place of business, you know, residence, wherever, school, like where you spend a lot of time throughout your days. So it's kind of like this. Talking about Cancer, you know, with the disease that the diagnosis I'm suffering with, it's all in that root and sacral chakra. We are having a lot of root and sacral energy right now with all this earth energy with Taurus and Capricorn, where Pluto and Saturn are. So it's a head-on, like Taurus, also because of all the Taurus energy going on. We got to face these and go head-on, move. A willingness to heal these past 7 years. The end what has happened, because it's ended anyway, so now it's time for us to end it. You know, our soul needs to stop the karmic contracts. Depth, all about the hidden. Where was I misled these past 10 years? Where was I taken advantage of? Cut, you know, this cutting thing is, you know, if you are suffering with other illnesses besides things like what I'm dealing with, whether it could be mental. I had like some kind of little weird vision with the Scorpio about cutting, like they're cutting themselves. So this could be a cross watcher also. If you don't let go, it's now your fault. And instead of taking fault down to the deepest depths of Scorpio that we don't have to do that anymore. We've already done that during 2018. Like, that's behind us. And believe me, I wake up making the mistake of it a lot throughout my days, but it's about being aware, and that's all that matters. It's self-awareness. That's what Taurus brings. These are polar opposite energies. However, here's what's great about this. Taurus is self-value and love. Scorpio is the deep-seated issues that we hold on to, deep, dark secrets. So wherever Scorpio is in your chart, the sun is going to illuminate the opposite side of that in Taurus. Very important that you look at that. I've been reading this book, Outwitting the Devil. This is going to be a little bit of a long video, I have a feeling. They're longer than what I would maybe like them to be, but it is what it is. Time doesn't resonate. Doesn't matter. I've been reading Napoleon Hill, Outwitting the Devil. What I've been doing is just asking what Scorpio needs to hear or whatever sign I'm reading for, and I open the book and I just go. I don't pre-read it. I'm just going to read to myself as I read to you. Okay. The person who is not master of himself can never be master of others. How true this is. Think of our political leaders who have fallen from grace because they could not control their own behavior. How can we trust them to control ours? Where should one begin when making a start at control over self? And this is the question. And the answer is, from the devil, the dark side, the other side of self. However you want to view the devil. It says, where should one begin when making a start on control over self? The answer was by mastering the 3 appetites responsible for most of one's lack of self-discipline. The 3 appetites are, number 1, desire for food, desire for the expression of sex, and the desire to express loosely organized opinions. That's how the devil gets us. So by outwitting the dark side of ourself, by loving it with all this Taurus energy and all this Venus and Taurus, we will heal it. And the light side will shine into the dark and they become one. Does man have other appetites which need control, is the question. The devil answers, yes, many of them, but these 3 are the ones which should be conquered first. Those 3 I just stated. When a man becomes master of these 3 appetites, he has developed enough self-discipline to conquer easily those of lesser importance. Just going to leave it there. So, I'm going to be drawing from the regular Rider-Waite. However, I have a new deck, Game of Thrones. I don't watch Game of Thrones, but when it's playing, I look up because of the dragons and all the mythical, especially the dead reincarnating crew or whatever they are. Whatever they are. The 9 of Cups and the 10 of Cups. Yeah, we're going to just play some music while I shuffle. I'm going to show you the cards. However, I'm also going to show them to you again like I always do when I point the camera down. I'll go through them all with you. And please hit like, subscribe, and feel free to comment where you are at with the Scorpio full moon energy. This is a song I thought of when I was connecting with the star sign of Scorpio. I'm not going to say much right now. I'll say more when I point the camera down. But I'm going to use the Game of Thrones deck to clarify.
Inside, the danger gets me high. Can't help
3 of Cups.
myself. Got secrets I can't tell. I love the smell of gasoline. I light the match to taste the heat. I've always liked to play with fire.
4 of Swords. Here we go. Justice. Hermit. A lot of people been getting the Hermit. Death. Typical Scorpio. 5 of Cups. Golden ashes.
I've always liked to play with fire.
Like to play with fire, do we? Queen of Wands. I like to play with fire. I like to burn things. Bridges. relationships. Horrible, but Hanged Man.
I've always liked to play with
Knight of Coins. We gotta finish this song out. Might as well, right? I'm treating myself to the same kiss. Alright, that's an amazing song. It's called Play with Fire by Sam Tenisses. I don't know how to pronounce it, but if you type in Play with Fire Sam, it'll come up, the official audio. So, I am loving this energy. I'm going to point the camera down. Like I said, the video is a little longer, but hey, that full moon is, bam, right in my 10th house. So, and I've got Taurus in my 4th. So I'm going through some stuff, but I'm loving this right now with you guys, all the stuff that's coming through meditation. The sun did fall out when I was asking for Scorpio, which is weird. Usually the moon will. So the sun is in Taurus right now, and that makes sense. So we're going to get this fixed energy unfixed, because we're going to leave that stuff behind. I'm going to point the camera down. Be right back, Scorpio. I have returned. So, I mentioned lighting in some of my videos that if you have a product, a lighting product, and you send it to me, I will give you 13 free advertisements. I'll share you on my Instagram, Facebook, and with the word of mouth. So, I know the lighting is not great. Like, I'm totally aware, and I apologize for it. But I love doing this enough to where I make it work, which is what Scorpio does. 9 of Cups, come out first. The Heart's Content. Sorry about the Pandora ads. The Heart's Content. Seeing, money isn't everything a long time ago. You've let that go and have been without before. You've made your mistakes, and you see all your imperfections. And if not, you will. The full moon will help. 10 of Cups comes right out after that. Your home life has significantly improved. Excuse me. Or, it very soon will. Reaching complete ecstasy. Seeing the perfection in your relationships that you've observed during the Libra full moons that were back to back. Because the 3 of Cups comes out, you're healing because of this 10 of Cups. Like whoever this is that you're with. And none of this is gender. We don't do that. It's all energy. Even when I say Scorpio or Taurus or anything, it's all energy. But this, I feel like, is another water sign because of all these, watery emotions and the feminine energy. I just feel like that water energy. But you're healing here because the 4 of Swords comes out. This, new, beautiful home life and merriment allows you to go inside and have healthy, productive thinking and meditation. It's productive under the Scorpio full moon. Because the Queen of Wands just is complete magnetism, which you're attractive and you're attracting. Like you're loving yourself, or by loving yourself, it's just, you will embody it. She represents a country woman. Again, this is just energy, female energy, like I said. So, you've taken that masculine energy of passion and, maybe some resentment and fear and maybe even envy. Whatever, the dark attacks us, or we get attacked in the dark. Whatever that was, like you've taken it inside and meditated with it and became this Queen of Wands because Justice fell out. Up here's your bottom of the deck. I'll get to that. But the Justice card falls out. It works if you work it. It's seated between 2 pillars, much like the High Priestess. So the High Priestess is very Scorpio energy, especially one that it's fully transformed into Eagle or Phoenix mode, which I'll get into that a little more. But dedicating yourself to higher vibrations with justice, gracious gifts of the poetry with self. And a Scorpio moon is very poetic because whatever death there is, there's always birth happening from it. The Hermit card came out. Where I am, you may also be. That's what this is. I've been saying this. It keeps falling out in all the zodiacs. Is that so far I think it's fell out in just about every one. This is not a truth seeker. It's very wrongly depicted now that I've studied it even more. This is, you already know your truth anyway. If not, it's the good time to start looking into it with this Scorpio full moon. But it's where I am. You also may be. It's the dark and the light. I'm going to move right on to this death card. This is representing the transformation of passage from lower to higher vibrations. You could be transforming those animals, like I said, that represent us. We go from the scorpion and the snake and we become the eagle, the phoenix. This is a very natural transition. It's a very natural change of consciousness to where ordinary death isn't feared. This is how we self-sabotage or go under attack. It's the easiest attack is to cause fear. We do it to ourselves because of this Five of Cups. A dark cloaked figure looking sideways and 3 prone cups. 2 others still stand behind him. A bridge in the background leading to like small, keep or holding. Sure, we suffer losses with those. We knock some cups over, but nothing's coming out of them. So they need to be left behind. Just put them where they are. They're past. But they're right in front of this depiction in this deck. But in the original Rider-Waite, this is them as Cleo, and they're behind him. But in this one, it's right there. And he's like looking down. He's got his arms around him. It's like he doesn't even know because he won't look up. You've already done that with the 4 of Swords. You've already held your head down and went inside. Or you need to, like I said. Because the Hanged Man... Well, here, I want to talk about this, though. Like, sure, we suffer losses, but an inheritance of promises await that we received when we asked during meditation. This 10 of Cups union between you and this 10 of Cups partner, whoever this is, you could be getting hit pretty hard right now, but you guys are, like, standing strong. Like, look at the pyramid they've built. And the security, the flowers, they both know that there's snakes around them. Their wands are made of snakes and their tails wrap around the pillar that hold up the cups. But they're in control of jerking that down, so they have a great stability with each other. Very one and the same. Like they've became, they're so individual that they became one. Which, wow. I don't know where that came from. Let me light a little sage here. Hold on. I got the whole house to myself, and it's a big house. And, yeah, my cat started acting a little weird. Imagine that. Reading for Scorpio. I always get weird stuff. That's what Scorpios do. But you might be getting hit pretty hard, especially with the True Node and Mars in Cancer. But anyway, moving on to this Hanged Man. The Tree of Sacrifice is living wood. Notice the eagle that he hangs from. It's like, let go of that snake. Do you see what I mean? Can you see that? And those are chemo shakes. Sorry. But yeah, let go. Like, see the snake that still holds them? Like, what does a butterfly do? It hangs in its cocoon. There's those little beetles in this. We know there's always bugs in the system. People are going to listen to us, though. And this year equals 3. 2019. If you add all those numbers together, they are reduced to 3. This is a number 12 card. Like, you're good. You're golden. Like, there's no distress here. It's the only distress is what we're causing ourselves because we're not looking at the 2 cups. The Knight of Coins. But, this can symbolize, like, going through a great awakening. deep and depth of the soul is where we belong. He who can understand that the story of his higher nature is embedded in the symbolism will go through a great awakening. That's the original Rider-Waite interpretation of the card. So the Knight of Coins, it's just signifying of all normal and eternal planes. Like you're embodying all of it. So let's do this deck of the Game of Thrones to do a clarifying card. So this is my favorite thing, is the guidebook, because it's a hardcover. I know, I don't know why I love that. It's just so neat because it's so little, and I like little bitty cute things. Everything, anything little, it's so cute. So the deck is really pretty. Like I said, I don't really watch this show, but my household does, so it'll be on a lot. So I'll look up and stuff. I'm more of a yeah, I don't watch a lot of television. So it's just, I don't know. It doesn't do anything for me. It doesn't bring me anything. It's so controlled, I guess. So let's see for Scorpio what this Game of Thrones deck has to say. For Scorpio. The Tower. Of course. That's all about what we do. We will bring it down. Bring it down. We just, you know, there's a famous saying that I learned a long time ago. And it's when delusion, you know, with this Neptune and Pisces, it's like recycling out stuff, especially with Lilith there. But I read in this book one time that it said, you know, some people that are delusional will, after a storm has wrecked their home and they come out from the cellar that they've hidden for protection, come up and stand and yell out, you know, hey everybody, look, ain't it grand? The wind stopped blowing, and not noticing all the destruction around them. And I don't think you do that anymore. There's just so much awakening with this Hanged Man. So let's see how the Game of Thrones little cute book depicts the Tower card. Key meanings: destruction, chaos, breakthrough, illumination, revelation, and shock. Okay, so Taurus, the sun in Taurus right now is illuminating all this stuff from the Scorpio full moon, because there needs to be change, there needs to be death, there needs to be awakenings, there needs to be rebirth with this meditation. When Bran Stark climbed the decrepit tower at Winterfell to see Jaime Lannister and his twin sister Cersei, I think that's how you say her name, or his, having relations, Jaime pushes Bran out, concluding, "The things I do for love." The tower represents a construct, the lie of Cersei's marriage to Robert Baratheon. You guys know who I'm talking about if you're a fan of Game of Thrones. But to the Robert Baratheon and the paternity of her children. Yet Jaime's cruel actions cannot protect their secret. The old Tower of Lies is already unstable. The Lannister Baratheon power is about to crumble. Which, that's good. That's what we want, because that gives us room for new. Especially with Jupiter and Sagittarius. I mean, how much more giving can you get constantly shooting arrows into new experiences and destinations? So, in Tarot lore, the Tarot stands for downfall in the light of truth. Bran sees the truth of the siblings' relationship, which, if known, will bring about destruction. The card's number reduces to the Chariot, the card of control, which is 6. So it's, wow, that's crazy. I don't know what they mean by that. Anyway. So the Chariot represents Cancer. It could be that other water sign you're dealing with. So, yeah, I don't know what that means. With the Tower, we have no control over events. We suffer and see truth in the wreckage. I mean, we suffer and see truth in the wreckage. A shocking event, sudden change, chaos, traditional Tower meanings, but you are not responsible. The upside is that you are released from the old ways of being or living and awakened to what is now possible. There's an opportunity to learn from the past and create stronger foundations for the future. Additional meanings is a relationship secret and intense attraction. I mean, there could be some secrets, but you'll get some justice in it. And if you have any, you'll address someone the time that's needed. Please feel free to comment anything you'd like to share, and I also have an Instagram, so hopefully I can get over there to that and post some stuff. I will talk to you soon, Scorpio. Hit that notification bell, you'll know every time I upload. Thank you very much. Love ya.